Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of my Medieval Engineers Let's Play Survival. It's a beautiful morning on the Medieval Engineers planet. Just after last episode ended, I went ahead and made myself a standing torch. Just costs 2 sticks and 1 metal part. You make it over here in your bench. You just look up torch in there and you've got wall torches, torch stand. Both the wall torches and the torch stand just cost 1 metal part and 2 sticks. And I had actually already moved that to do a bit of the mining. And because I had lost my hole, I tried starting the episode already, but I was muted. A habit that I have far more often than I would like. But I didn't get too far. I did break both of my shovels to get this tree because it's going to fall in and start irritating me. Oh, that's one I can pick. Alright, so I need 40 copper ore to be able to get the 8 copper ingots that I need for this quest. I've started up the civilian tools. I already have all the wood that I need. I just need the metals. And this is something you'll be doing a lot of in this game, is mining. Doubly or even triply so when you're modding the game. But again, this is just vanilla. A nice short little series just to show what the vanilla game itself is before I get into an actual Let's Play where I'm playing around with mods so that I don't have to wait around for night to be over to make a YouTube video. And there's some other mods that I keep wanting to work that keep not working for me that I'll probably try again. Because if it doesn't work again, I can just move on and ignore it. Let's see, how many copper ore? We've got that 25. Let's just move this down so it's all together. So yeah, I need that 9 to be a 15 to be completed with my copper that I need for this quest. And then I think after that, when I can make a copper pickaxe, I'm going to go looking for some tin. Because copper tools are better than stone and wood. Okay, that was a broken shovel, but I already had another backup in, so it just immediately switched out. Copper tools are much better than stone, but bronze are much better than copper. So as quickly as possible, I want to jump into getting bronze going. This is one of the games I would like to figure out ways to work together in a server or a network of servers for being able to try to do my Chrono Conquest tabletop in a more 3D environment. This one in Space Engineers. Though the whole thing could also be fairly easily done in Minecraft by itself. Almost. It's just these games look better. And have closer to the realistic physics that I want in my game world. Most typically when I'm doing these mining sessions, I would be listening to music or a podcast or watching a video on my phone, because wooden tools take forever to get what you need. There we go. 40 ingots. Right on the money. Now if this hole will let me out, I can get over here and smelt all this. I have the log, the timbers. I have a lot of dirt. So if you hold shift click, you'll be able to just throw all of a particular type of item into your storage. We've got a lot of roots too, and berries. So I'll clean up the inventory a little bit. Queue up 6 items. Let's just go ahead and burn the sticks for now. If I keep working really fast on metal working and everything, I can get to charcoal for burning things as part of making steel. But also required for making steel is a farm. A flax farm. And I've had a little bit of luck finding flax running around in the night waiting for it to be daytime, but not much. I'm curious if that'll stop, so let me just look in here real quick. I've got 3 pieces of flax. The one I picked up yesterday on camera and 2 from last night. One of them was up on that hill and the other one to the south over it. Okay, so those sticks didn't burn all the way. I'll just go ahead and grab myself another stack of those. And this wants me to craft a smithy. I almost let myself get sidetracked. I was going to run off and look for flax again. So go ahead and search up smithy. Craft that. This is already a lot of stuff. And the more you learn, the more there's going to be there. And with mods, most of the modders have worked things in to where you're learning it through the same quest structure. Okay, I don't have a place to put my smithy right now, so I'm just going to go to my inventory and pull that down next to my stairs here. Hold control, mouse wheel it back. I believe I got that backwards, but it doesn't matter that much. Make 10 metal parts. Craft 1 hammer, axe, pickaxe, or metal shovel. Well, of course I want a copper pickaxe, because a wooden shovel will get me through the dirt fine. But the pickaxe is going to do a much better job at getting me through everything else. Alright, so I've got plenty of food on me. I have my pickaxe now. My best bet for finding 10 is to pick a direction and run along the road and look for a silvery sheen. I believe this is copper that we've already found right here. Yep. But if I keep running down the road, I should find 10. It has a tendency of spawning right on the road. That might be 10 right there on the other side of those 2 trees. And it looks like it is. There we go, 10. And because the metal is on the surface, I don't even need to use my shovel right here. I can just start digging into the tin. Okay, if it'll catch up to me, it'll be fine. And of course, now this section of road's going to look all messed up. I am probably not going to be living around here. I was thinking about building a house over here, but I think I might just claim up that area where my porch is, leave that as a little mining outpost, and explore for a place to build a house. nice hill overlooking the road or something. Somewhere where I've got room to farm. So all of the ores are based on 5 ores is 1 ingot. I think there is a mod to make that cheaper, but I don't directly know because I don't use it if it does exist. I don't mind getting in here and mining. Grinding and busy work is something I'm good at. Let's see. There's 5. If I can get 2 more ore, I'll be good. There's 1. And 2. And I might get a tiny bit more getting out of here. There we go. Alright, so it's just right up the road, and I won't be able to miss that hole like I did my mining hole. I still have a little bit of this copper pickaxe left. That's great, because I need to get some copper ore as well. There are deer in the game. I turned off the hostile AI, which means the bandits aren't around right now. But the deer still spawn and will run away from me as soon as I get close. If you build a run, you can use clubs to take them out by running them into a corner. But for the most part, it's easier to wait until you have a crossbow to try and track them down. Okay, that looks like copper, but half of it is sounding like clay or dirt. That noise was the deer. Okay, computer, behave. Let's see, how much copper is that? 2 ingots worth. May as well go ahead and break my pickaxe while I'm here, so I can show how the metal tools work for breaking, because it's very different than the wooden and stone tools. When the wood and stone tools break, they're just gone. Shatter out of your inventory. Metal tools don't do that. I just now have a broken copper pickaxe in my inventory, which I can smelt down. The research I just completed for civilian tools taught me not just how to make the tools themselves, but also how to cast bronze ingots. So I'll go ahead and smelt that, the 3 copper I've got, and start on 10. You get all of the metal back from your metal tools. It took 2 copper ingots to make that pick, and I got 2 copper ingots back. There is a take all button that does show up over here when you have more than 1 done. If you're a more patient person than I am. And start casting some bronze. Looks like I can cast 1 more bronze ingot. This does mean I should be able to make bronze tools, which are going to be quite a bit better than what I have. The bronze being made of 2 ingots does give you 2 ingots at a time, which means each one of these completing is one of my tools. Oh, are you going to behave again? Nope. I think it's the furnace gets warmed up and starts doing what it wants to do. So I want a bronze pickaxe. The stone axe can't really do anything with, so I just drop that on the ground. It'll eventually go away. But I definitely don't need that anymore. Then I'm going to rearrange my bar. The wooden shovel and the wooden mallet can both be burned. So let's go ahead and get a bronze axe, bronze hammer, and bronze shovel. And that still leaves me with 2 pieces of bronze. So I've definitely jumped up in my mining capabilities now. And I kind of want to go over the hill and see what I can find for plants that are ready to grab, because farming is something I'll want to get into soon. And there's a massive field on the other side of here that I saw in the middle of the night. And massive field means chances of flax. And apparently floating bushes. Floating a lot of stuff. Okay, that was a big stone that I just picked up, a large stone. Can break those up into smaller stones. They used to be used in building. Now I think there might be 1 or 2 crafts that use it. So third person to be able to see good distances. Huh. Random piece of copper ore just sitting on the ground. And another. And that's why third person helps. I was able to see those and I wouldn't have been able to. But that's also not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for flax, cabbage. I don't think I'm going to find cabbage out here. Wheat. If I had a crossbow, I would be hunting some meat. Alright, field's not as big as I thought it was, because there's a lot of forest out here. This is the first growth sign that you see of poppy. So, or not poppy, the flax. That little purple flower or blue flower. So, that's what I need, but at the wrong growth stage. Can't harvest that yet. And this is the end of the field. I don't see any more flax around. That's the second stage growth of the flax. So, getting there, but not quite. Around these bushes that have the berries around them, you can every now and then find flax. But I'm not seeing any over here. See, the sad thing is, it takes 2 flax plants to make a seed bag when I get to planting all these. Or 2 wheat. And I haven't even gotten to pick one wheat yet. And those are the two basic plants that you'll be growing at first, is the flax and the wheat. And both of them you'll be growing pretty much the rest of the game once you start. Okay, I've gone far enough that it's taken my bed off of the compass. Fortunately, I still know where I'm at and where it is. That looks like it's grown. So there's some wheat, finally. And there's my fourth piece of flax. Okay, so the trip wasn't wasted. I have enough to make 2 seed bags of flax. I do still need wheat. And I don't even see any more floating around anywhere. I think that's first stage growth of wheat right there, so definitely not what I'm looking for. And because I've been sprinting everywhere, I have burned out a lot of food. So let's go ahead and eat a little bit. Grab these rocks. There's another map piece. Halfway to a treasure map. And there's my bed popping back up again. Right over here is where I found that first piece of flax of the night. So I doubt there'll be any more there. And I've been running around over here, but wasn't paying that much attention, so I'll actually come through paying attention. Flax at stage 2. Another large stone over here. What are you? Just a small stone. I think I see wheat off in the distance. Maybe some over here closer. And I just saw ore pieces. Nope, that's stone. Figured it was an ore piece because it was right next to an ore patch, but I was wrong. All of this not quite grown wheat over here, but this one looks potentially grown, and no. Evil, evil wheat. There we go, there's enough for 1 wheat seed bag. See if I can potentially find anything else. Another flax. And this is coming right back up to the same field I was in before. I just passed stage 1 growth flax. Not helpful. Also ran my stamina out, which is not helpful either. Now, these are definitely ore pieces. And I think that's a stone. So I'm starting to get to be able to tell apart from this distance. Not terribly easy though. My computer is having trouble keeping up with all the voxel building and unbuilding. It should settle down once I'm back over here. Alright, so go back into civil engineering. Okay, so the farming isn't even there yet. For what? I'm getting ready for something I don't have the ability to do. How silly of me. Could I make a small stockpile for ores? Yet. Nope. So perhaps I should learn stockpiling. So I require 8 planks. Let's go ahead and make 10 of those. And I already have the sticks that it wants me to have. Large stockpile for logs. Okay, I have room down there. Well, I guess this side. Though it's underground, it'll still work perfectly fine. Number 4 to get my hammer out. Alright. More planks. Timber sticks and a roll of thatch. Okay, so thatch you craft here. It gives you 2 of them. I only need 1 for this, but we'll need 1 a little later on, so hold on to your other one. Large stockpile for lumber. I guess I don't even have to build that one up, but I'm going to. Okay, so I cannot do yet the small stockpile for ores. Try to remember where that's hidden at. Oh, improve storage. Okay, so I need 20 planks. There's those 20 coming up. Go ahead and make the 1 set of timbers I can now. Alright, craft or gather 2 crates. Well, I can't gather them yet, so guess I'm crafting them. I can pull the 1 crate down there. And now I have 2 that I can place. These I will go ahead and put over here. That'll be fine. Go ahead and turn them around. They've got the arrow on the front. Actually, yeah, let's just sneak them in right here. One on top of the other. And then the crates can only hold 1 item type, but they can hold a large amount of them. Actually, let's put the pine in there. I've got more of that at the moment. So 195 sticks, 29 of the things. Let's see. Need another plank. And now it wants me to build a small stockpile for ores, which is what I was looking to be able to make. Keep hitting the wrong button. Ah, and that is still going to be in here. And I just want to put that right there and throw all of this ore that I don't have room for, or don't have need for, directly in there. All right. Stone house, better house, blueprint, and lay claim. Is farming in there? No. So I've actually almost completed civil engineering. It's going to be an economic engineering is where crop production is, which needs smithing, which I already have because I did the civilian tools and it's pretty much the same thing. That's why it completed it right away. So now I can work towards crop production. So grab the wheat, the herbs, and the flax. And let's go ahead and make both of those. One of these. And 3 of those. There we go. Equip a hand plow. Well, first I've got to make one. Wrong bench. I need the smithy so I can make a bronze hand plow. You can change your toolbar pages by holding control and hitting a number. Your first one is 1. I'm going to page 2. And I'm actually going to put my hammer on there too. And that'll wind up being my building and farming. Alright, so let's come back here and place 4 stick fences. Let's start it on the hill there. It will sit unsupported, but who wants to have an unsupported structure in a game with a lot of building? I actually want decent little coverage for my area here, because the deer will come in and steal your crops and eat all of them. An easy way to avoid that is just to stand out here next to your crops. But you've got other things to do. You're a medieval engineer. Can't sit outside all day. Things to build, ore to mine, forests to clear, windmills to build. Oh, I ran out of sticks. These use a lot of sticks. Let's just grab a chunk of those. Now, of course, farming on a hill like this is going to be a pain, but I'll deal with it. Unlike a lot of building games, you can pull your walls in and snap them together and make real tight corners in this game. That's one of the things I really like about it, despite the fact that I've never been that great of a builder. I'm just trying a lot harder here lately. And I've made good improvements in other games, so maybe I can actually make some good-looking things in this game now. Now, unfortunately, there aren't any gates, so I do have to leave at least one side open to be able to get in and out. And come up and left-click to plow the soil. It annoys me when there's just one little chunk of grass hanging out that won't go away. Because I like how nice and clean it looks when you come through and do the full plowing here. Nope, you're too close. Alright, so I've got all that plowed. Let's go back in here to seeds. I want to plant my flax first, and up here in the corner where it should be hopefully the safest. You can only plant them so close to each other. And getting your crops in a nice straight line is so difficult in this game. Okay, I don't want to go any further forward than that. Start a second row. So that's one seed bag gone. Their sound for too close is annoying, and I am sorry for that. Alright. Let's go ahead and bring down that one thing of wheat that I got and plant that on the heels here. So yeah, I've already gone way off there. I just want to cap off and hide the flax a bit here. I would much rather the deer eat literally anything other than my flax. It takes too long to grow and I need too much of it. The herbs are mostly just used in cooking. But I might need to be cooking something before long. First, of course, I would have to get to the quests that let me make cuisine. Until then, I'm pretty much living off of salad. Root and berry salad. I might have made too many of the herb seed bags. I could have probably kept some herbs back. For other uses. There we go. So a nice little planted farm. And it should stay there fairly safely if the deer stay away from it. Alright, so that will take quite a while to grow though. So what should I be working on next? I don't know if that one's the same or not. It wants me to craft one pickaxe or hammer, which I don't have the stuff to do right now. So I guess let's go get some copper. And I can just make a copper pickaxe real quick and then smelt it back down. Wow, this bronze pickaxe is just so much better than everything else I've used over here. Definitely race to bronze. Bronze and iron are fairly equal in as much as they're the same efficiency of tool caliber. The iron has just got a lot more durability. So obviously, if you're wanting to live in an area and do things in an area where there's lots of iron, you're better off skipping bronze and going straight to iron, which you can do with all of these quests. Cut these lumps down a little bit. Alright, and I have some stuff in here as well. I don't know why I grabbed the 10. I don't have any additional 10 for smelting. Okay, 6 ingots worth of copper. I have 2 10s, so I should be able to make some bronze, but it's not asking for bronze. It's asking for copper or iron. So let's make a copper pickaxe. Then I can smelt the copper pickaxe because I really don't need that. And I can get a couple more bronze ingots going. Alright, so there's metal working, metal tools from the Path of War, or from military engineering. The Path of War, I think, is where I'm going to go next. So I can get a club operational. So I'm out of wood. Whoops. I had oak back this way. And the stone axe that took 4 hits to bring the tree down and to knock off each log. Leave the little skinny one. I'm here for the big one that's going to yield all the wood I need for now. Knock it down that way. 1 hit. Man, I love bronze. And this is a medium oak tree. Which means, yes, there is actually still a larger variant of this tree. Which is why I love them so much. And you want to try not to accidentally or purposefully spin these oak branches, because 4 of them makes an oak sapling for you to plant a tree. And let's see, that left 2 of them on me, and I have 3 more at home, so I can make another oak sapling so that I can plant those and have my own trees growing. run all the way back over here, grab those out of the box. If I don't completely confuse the box by grabbing them. Go back to oak seeds, grab that. And put the one that I have left back in there. And of course, that means the same thing over here. You can plant the pine trees as well. There's also palm trees in the world. You can plant those. So I need to craft a club. I'm gonna need that thatch in a second that I had left over earlier. Training dummy. This is exactly where I need it. 1 thatch, 2 timbers. Let's go to 3 and pull the club down here. Grab the training dummy. I'm still waiting for a shield before I turn on enemies, but I am at least armed. And here you can see a little bit about the combat system. You have the upper zone, the left zone, and the right zone. It wants me to attack the right, and then the left, and then the upper. And then I can hold block to block from each of the 3 directions, which means you have to read your opponent on which way they're swinging. I'm not good at reading opponents, so I die a lot in combat in this game, which is why I like having a shield. With a shield, I just have to worry about block low or block high, because blocking low, it covers the left and right. Blocking high, it's covering, your head. Alright, so there we go, that's completed. Eat some food. I can go to metal weapons here. Wait, can I make a wooden crossbow yet? I don't see a crossbow in there. I don't think it's in here, but I'll check. Nope. But I am seeing in metal weapons, wooden crossbow. Okay, so there's my first step crossbow. I want that. And I think this will be my last quest of the day, is getting a wooden crossbow up and running and protecting my farm from a deer or 2. Okay, so let's go back to page 3 and change out that club for a spiked club. That looks much nastier. You can, of course, hold the button for a power attack as well. Let's see. Wooden crossbow and some bolts. The wooden crossbow is not terribly good at all. And I can make 1 pack of bolts. Alright. Now you move very slow while reloading it. We make sure there's none over on this side of the road anywhere near my farm. And there is. You can just tap right click to go into an aiming mode. And if you're sneaking up on the deer, they won't notice you. Like I said though, the wooden crossbow is a piece of crap. The range is not good. The accuracy is not good. So I've got to get pretty close here. Just try to make sure he doesn't actually see me. Alright. Well, that was technically a long shot, but hey, I got her. And go into her inventory, I can get meat and a pelt. That's good because to get a sword, I need deer pelts. But more than that, and this is something else that I really love about the game, I have a deer pelt carpet. And like all things in the game, if you decide you don't like it there, you can just hold F to pick it back up. When your game is not deciding to be an arsehole, like mine is. Oh well. I have more deer around somewhere to kill anyway. Because I have 3 AI and should be spawning at any given time in the area. I do typically turn that up to 5, but the base is 3, and I actually want my farms to grow this time. I often have issues out of the deer in my farms. If I find one and it runs from me, they don't run far. Just sneak and track them down. Though I'm not seeing any more deer. I think they heard that I got a crossbow. They got out of town. So hit 2 to put that away. This will probably let me pick that up later when I log out and back in. It's definitely supposed to. And you can also hang them on the walls. I just don't have any walls right now. Let's see. I think for my next episode, since I'm getting into palisades, fortifications, things like this, stone house, I kind of want to move. So on Levos here, the side that I'm on, this is tropical and palm trees down in the middle. So this actually wouldn't be bad to live in, especially when you consider things like Therion, where it's all desert, just rocky desert. Bar Harbor, or Bar Hadur, sorry, has a bit of foliage, but it's pretty deserty too. So Lagos, not a bad side to be on. Rintel looks like a sparse. Okay, these are oases, so this one is just outright desert over there in Rintel. Then, of course, you have Umbril and Darius, the North and South Pole. I do tend to like Umbril, but the problem with going to either of the poles is if you're wanting to use the compass to find your way around, not terribly helpful at the poles. So I saw movement over at my farm. I don't trust these deer at all. So yeah, I think I might stay in Levos and maybe go for one of these roads where I'm at the edge of the forest. I misclicked over in here. From where I'm at, the closest road is definitely this one. If I wanted to go to that region, and that gets me into the south pretty well and effectively. And I'll be fast traveling around to do that. But I think I'll be starting out the next episode doing lay claim and show how that works. And claim this little chunk that I'm in here. And hopefully these grow overnight, but they take a long while to grow. So I might actually just see if I can't close this off somehow. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button down below. And if you want to see more of what I'm getting up to, there's always the subscribe button. Until next time, have a good one.